What up? It's Pete from Backdraft Bikes. Got a new bike and something new we're going to add to it because you got to do it when you get a new bike. Let's go. You might remember my last video that I published here talking about my new motorcycle that I got. That is the 2023 BMW S1000 BMW XR with side cases, with the baffle already out of the exhaust, with the driving lights installed. I mean, it was love at first bike when I saw this bike a couple weeks ago at the motorcycle show. I'm a big, huge proponent because I have been taken advantage of by people causing accidents and jacking my insurance rates up. So I have a dash cam on everything that I drive because it's your word against theirs when there's an accident and people are just not honest anymore. On the BMWs, whether you're driving a GS Adventure, any of the bikes that have the prepped GPS package, you can install these devices super cheap and super fast. Let me show you. Ta-da! This is the CarPlay motorcycle, or CPMC. And these devices I've actually had on, I think, the last 3 of my motorcycles. They're a great company. They put out some great products. They're probably the easiest thing you can do to upgrade your bike. So let me show you what I'm talking about. First off, the BMW GPS mounting system is fantastic. The BMW comes with this thing they call the Wonder Wheel that allows you to move around not only on the TFT, but also if you have one of the Garmin GPSs. The problem is the Garmin GPSs are terrible. There's tons of issues with them. I think I went through 3 of them on my last GS and they got warranted, but it was super pain in the butt. The great thing though is that if you have one of these, you literally pull this little tab out, you push this little thing, and that is what you have to work with. And there are several companies that make even brackets that fit on this so you can extract the power and also use the Wonder Wheel. There's a picture of me on my new motorcycle. Just kidding. This is the worst unboxing video of all time, but literally, this is it. This is the unit. And they have 2 sizes. I opt for the smaller size just because I like the way it looks. I'm not sure you're ready for how easy this is to install. Done. And then you power it up. Look at that logo. Awesome. Once it loads up, I'll just go over this for just a second. You've got the CarPlay motorcycle screen that allows you to not only have like your speed, a compass, and if you install the TPMS sensors that you can get with the unit, it'll give you your tire pressures, but CarPlay. So I have my phone synced to this. This loads right up on it. It's powered by the device, and you can use the Wonder Wheel to navigate, to change apps, to zoom in, zoom out. I mean, it's fantastic. If you're on the screen, you go back to the home screen, it'll get you back into the motorcycle menu. And as I was saying before, I am using this for the dash cam side of things. I also wanted this display so that I could have my CarPlay, but I also want dash cameras. Going back to the unboxing, we have a camera with 3M adhesive mount. We have another camera, so it's front and rear facing. They give you a security grade SD card. And there's this little adapter here that basically pulls USB-C from the bottom of the unit to power the cameras, and it screws in with a weather-tight connection. Obviously, if you're going somewhere and you don't want this to get stolen, the GPS mount is super easy as you drop the brand new thing. And actually, you can just take it with you. And there's an internal battery as well to buffer. So I can take this with me when I go in camping or into a hotel and not worry about it. And then when I'm ready to go and I come back out, as long as I have this unlocked, can literally just snap it on and get ready to rock. Pretty awesome, huh? So there's the display on the very bottom. There's a section where there's a microphone that will record audio. You have a weatherproof slot. So they even give you a screwdriver to take these little screws out. You put your card in there. And then here is a weather-tight connector if you're going to use the cams to a USB-C. And it also has 2 little screws to hold it in place. This is what it looks like when you have it plugged in. Literally can unscrew these if you want to take this out. And there's even a weather cap on it so that the connector doesn't get water in it. Because the S1000XR is kind of a unique bike, I'm not going to go through the how to install it on this specific bike instructions, but I will give you the basics for installing cameras, whether it's on a GS, whether it's on another motorcycle and you're watching this video because you're trying to find a good solution. With the 2 camera systems on these, it couldn't be any easier. There is these weather-tight connectors and they're color-coded. One is black, one is blue. Ta-da! And they connect to the little dongle that we just put in, which is right there. And what I'm going to end up doing is cable tying this to the support so that if I want to take this off, I literally just have to reach down, undo these 2 screws that hold this on, unclip the GPS and take it with me. I'm going to route 1 wire down in through the dashboard section here and probably put the camera somewhere in here so that it has a good field of view and we'll see what's coming at me. The second camera for the rear, I'm going to end up putting in the back here. And I was looking at a good location to mount it, and I actually think like right here is going to be good. So I'm just going to fool around with that for a little bit and see what I can find out. To get the wires to the back of the bike, you're going to end up taking off your seat, both the front and the back, and finding a way to get a wire underneath the tank, because usually they have these plastic things on them, which this is no exception, to get the wire up through to come back around and then intersect with this. So give me a couple minutes and I'm going to get on it. One thing I do before I start running wires is I just verify where the camera placement is and if it's going to look good. And also to make sure that the cameras actually work. So I've settled with this spot right here. I'm going to end up gluing this down. I do not use the screws and ruin your bike. The 3M adhesive tabs, I'll show you in a second a trick to put them on. They won't go anywhere. The other thing I just want to mention, I had a really hard time getting this connector to go in because there's a neoprene O-ring. So you may have to just lube it up a bit with some WD. Don't spray WD into the unit, but put it on the O-ring and it will slide in place and finally tighten it down and then the cameras will be recognized. When you get them both in, you'll see you can have one, you can have a split screen, you can have the other. And this is the other camera right here. Hey, what in the world? All right, let's get these wires run. I settled on this spot actually down here because it's a nice flat surface. So step 1 to mount camera pads. Obviously, make sure that that is nice and clean. Use isopropyl alcohol. That smells good. And get that nice and clean. Next thing you do, and this is the secret to getting these 3M pads to basically be invincible, is you take a butane torch and you heat up the back of the pad just until it bubbles a little bit. Ah, that's nice. Daddy like it. That's perfect. This thing will not move when you're done with it, so make sure you get it nice and lined up. Like a glove. Just give that thing a little squish-a-maroo. Perfect. This comes with 2 screws that you can decimate your bike with. You don't need to use them. If you heat this up and you have a clean surface this goes on, you'll never get this thing off. Trust me. And just like that, with the magic of film and the taste of bourbon, we have the camera system installed. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Rear camera mounted, ran the wire back through the tail fin there, come up through, boom, bang, boom, run up through the edge of the tank in here, comes out the side of the dashboard, goes up. You can kind of see it right there. Comes up around, back to the back of the unit. Everything's cable tied in nice, and there's the front view of the camera. There's the rear view of the camera, and there's the split screen view. Nice. Oh yeah, she sounds angry, bud. just a quick couple more features on this, and I got the engine running so you can see, but there is an awesome display screen here with real-time bike info. There's this screen. You can cycle to the next one, which shows just a bunch of different other CanBus items. And yet another one that's got your TPMS. It's pretty nice. Oh, she sounds beautiful. Again, if you're in the market for a Android Auto or Apple CarPlay rig for your BMW with the GPS mounts, this is the best one you can get. And with the link downstairs in the description, I believe it's 22% off. And it helps support the channel. Don't take my word for it. Check it out. There's a few other reviews on YouTube, but this technology is definitely good and it keeps getting better. This is the best rendition of this screen, and this is the 3rd generation one that I've owned from CarPlay Motorcycle. Definitely the best one so far. And again, super easy to install. If you aren't even going to run cameras and you're just going to buy it, it clips in and it's literally ready to go in less than 30 seconds. Well, I hope you enjoyed the ride. You'll see me on this channel making more videos about this BMW, the Turbo Glide that's underneath the covers over there, and some other shenanigans. But until next time, ride safe.